Welcome to Born for the Trades, a home service podcast. I'm your host, Mandeep. Today we have amazing guest here, AJ, the CEO of Broccoli. Welcome to our podcast.
Thanks for having me again. Feels nice to be back.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this one is like a second time we are doing. And today we are here at Epic event in Vegas. First of all, how is the event going so far, AJ?
It's been great. This is my second time at Epic. This time it's in Vegas. Last time I think when we met it was in Orlando. So it's been great. A lot of existing friends, making newer friends as well. So it's been great.
Great. And when it comes to AI, and by the way, congrats, you were on the stage and thank you for sponsoring the lunch. And it's good to see you on the big stage.
Yeah, but unfortunately we did not serve broccoli in the lunch next time.
Yeah, I was looking for broccoli, but that was missing, right? So AJ, I think we should touch base on this one. What do you think? There are so many contractors, they are leaving money on the table when it comes to follow-up, right? So do you want to share your insights, how AI can actually improve those follow-ups and turn into jobs and revenue?
Yeah, for sure. I think if you look at sales is pure follow-ups. Like, it does not matter how amazing the technician was when they show up. Customers need time and life happens. They're busy, there's a kids football game, they had something at work they had to take care of. So if the customer does not respond, it's not no until it's no. So it's the same philosophy that you would apply in your business is the same what we apply. So I think follow-ups are so important. Like, that's the number one way to win deals, win business.
Yeah.
And what we've seen at Broccoli is that AI is a great tool to follow up on things, because it's not going to get bored. It's not going to forget that, hey, I followed up with this customer once and then my next follow-up should be tomorrow, but I just forgot. Or even if the customer does not pick up the phone after like 6 tries, you get fed up. It's hard. So AI is great at this, and I think we've seen incredible results with our partners using AI to follow up on unsold estimates primarily.
That's amazing. And I would say, I want to ask you this, there are so many marketing companies out there, and these HVAC, plumbing, electrical, garage, or you name it, and these guys are investing heavily in marketing, especially SEO, Google Ads, Meta Ads, nowadays AEO, which is answer engine optimization, and speed to lead is everything, right? So what do you think, how important it is to actually speed to lead to make sure they don't miss those phone calls, and especially their investment in marketing?
Yeah, there's a study that if you don't pick up the phone or if you don't follow up with the lead within 60 seconds, there's a 70% chance that you'll not be able to get back to the lead, because as a consumer, if you don't pick up, I'm going to keep on calling the next person on that list. It can be Google, it can be Yelp, it can be Angie. So for us, we clearly see in the data that if you respond within 60 seconds, there is a 2x higher chance at converting that lead than following up after 5 minutes. Even 5 minutes is a long time in today's world.
5 minutes is
I think it's a no-brainer that if you're spending so much money on getting these leads to reach out to you, you should invest in a solution or invest in your team so that they can respond to that lead immediately.
Love it. I know, I think on our last episode, we talked about inbound and outbound, that you guys have launched outbound AI campaign as well. And on top of that, through text drip campaign, right? So you want to share your insights, I know you were rolling out at that time. So do you have any data insights how outbound calling and text outreach drip campaign working right now for contractors?
Yeah, so in terms of what we're seeing, there are 2 types of use cases. One is you want to schedule reoccurring services, customers that have a HVAC tune-up that they've already signed up with, but they forget to call you, and then you have your team trying to reach out to them. We've seen that typically CSRs, when they try to reach out to people, their booking rates are anywhere around 20 to 25%, because it's hard to get hold of the customer, then get them on the schedule. With
Right.
AI, with Broccoli, we're seeing booking rates in the range of around 60 to 70%.
Wow.
So that's 3x higher than what your team would have done in that position.
Right.
And then in terms of like reaching out to people to schedule services, like reactivating your existing customer database,
Right.
the industry average at converting, like, let's say you call 100 customers,
Right.
you usually book one job after calling 100 people.
Which is
with
1%, right?
1% is the
Yeah.
outreach rate. With Broccoli, we're seeing anywhere around 2 to 2.5%, because it's just like the AI can do more. It's like you
Yeah.
have more shots, and
Yes.
then the likelihood of success is just higher. So it's clearly a solution that's kind of a no-brainer for our customers. It's like it's hard to scale that with a team, but
Right.
AI, it gives you infinite resources.
Infinite, yeah. I think love that. Like, we have been running, like even being into digital marketing, database reactivation, the success rate is not that great, like you said. But with AI, with I think instant, like, follow-ups, or maybe like, in a drip campaign, that can convert more. And I know we talked about like, CRM tools. A lot of like, contractors, those who are listening to this podcast, they're using ServiceTitan, Workies, House Call Pro. So what type of like integrations available right now? I know it was ServiceTitan before. Like, have you guys added more CRMs?
Yes, for sure. So we've expanded into House Call Pro,
Okay.
recently Field Edge as well, and then we are always open to newer partners. So if we find a contractor who's using a different CRM, we're going to try our level best to integrate with their systems.
Awesome, awesome. Love that. So AJ, like, let's say if you have to design an ideal tech stack for a 3 million HVAC company, what would it look like?
I think the most important question is to answer for you is to pick your CRM, your field service management software, and there are like tons of options out there.
Yeah.
But my one piece of advice would be to find a vendor or find a CRM that's able to integrate with third-party solutions like Broccoli, and there are like 50 other companies that are really great at one specialized use case. So you
Right.
want your CRM to be able to work with all of them so that you get the best of both worlds. So that would be where I would start, and then I would pick one of these specialized services like Broccoli. If you have a problem with call center, yes, Broccoli is a great fit. If you want to
Right.
coach your technicians, there are multiple services out there. If you want a marketing agency to also give you ROI reporting on what's the return on investment on your ad spend,
Right.
you would want to use that service today. So it's like choose a vendor, choose a CRM, because that's going to be the platform where every other service is going to work on top of. So I think that decision is going to be one of the most critical ones.
Hey everyone, before we dive back into today's episode, I want to take a moment to shout out our incredible sponsors who are helping home service businesses absolutely level up. First up, Broccoli AI over at broccoli.com. If you haven't heard of them yet, Broccoli is transforming how home service businesses handle their calls. Their AI voice agents answer phones 24/7, yes, even nights and weekends, booking jobs, following up on estimates, and even dispatching technicians for emergencies. Imagine never missing another lead because your office was closed. Broccoli seamlessly integrates with platforms like ServiceTitan, and you can even choose custom AI voices that match your brand's vibe. It's like having your own team of superstar virtual receptionists working around the clock. Check them out today at broccoli.com. And of course, we can't forget Grow Reviews at growreviews.com. We help home service companies collect authentic video testimonials from happy customers, the kind of social proof that builds massive trust and brings in new business. We make it super easy to capture and showcase those real smiling faces that prove your team is the best in the biz. If you're ready to grow your reputation and your bottom line, head to growreviews.com. Now, back to the episode.
Love that. Love that. It's kind of like, ecosystem, like, leveraging other, products and companies out there. I know ServiceTitan, it integrates with like, Searchlight, right? You can see the attribution, like,
Yes.
what campaign is working, what's not working, and what you can do next. And especially with like, Broccoli. Do we have any integration straight to ServiceTitan so that we can see the data, like, inbound, outbound, and the database reactivation? Do we have stats?
Yes, so Broccoli natively integrates with ServiceTitan. We are one of their official technology partners, so we can automatically figure out who to call, when to call. Like we know all your existing customers, 50,000, 100,000, what services did they use previously. Do they have something scheduled in the future, so you don't want to include them in the new campaign? So we
Right.
have all the data that exists in ServiceTitan to make that informed decision on who to call and when to call.
That's amazing. So when you say like, when to call, I think it can automatically filter out like, the ones that already outreach and all the jobs are like, booked. So how do you define like when to call, like how you have structured in your
Yeah.
AI?
So
I'm curious.
So we do a lot of A/B testing. We figure out what are the best times to call people. We don't want to distract them when they're at work. We want to find them at the time when they're most likely to talk to us. So we do experiment. We play around. Like usually, what we've seen is like lunch times are the best when people are at like during their lunch breaks, and then when they're driving back home from work. So those are the two time periods where we optimize our outbound campaigns, and we've seen the most amount of success.
That's amazing. You know what I did, and I'm not trying to build any like, broccoli product, but I wanted to test out for digital marketing agency. Like, we created AI agent to call home service companies, like with my voice.
Yeah.
And like, on my behalf, on Mandeep's behalf, like reaching out to like, schedule digital marketing session and all. I think it really sounded like, robotic for sure. And it says like, starting from AI. How can we like make it humanized? I think you are getting there. You have like inbound, outbound dialed in with like, very human touch. How can we master this? Like how did you do that in Broccoli and for others?
Yeah, I think the very simple answer, which is not an amazing answer, but the answer is like we just have great engineers. I'm an engineer myself,
Right.
even though I've not coded in a long time, but I do dabble here and there.
Yeah.
It's genuinely a hard problem, right? Like you can't just use an AI and call people. People won't like a robotic experience.
Right.
So it's taken us 2 years to work on that. We are based out of San Francisco, so we do get the pleasure of recruiting the best engineers, the best AI engineers out there. So we've spent enough time, and there's like so many nuances in trying to come up with a voice. But
Right.
if you want to clone your voice, let me know and I'll help you with that, so that
Okay.
it does not sound that robotic.
Okay,
Yeah,
that would
as
be
a friend, I'll do that. But
Okay.
how do I do that is like a pretty intense
pretty
process.
intense. Yeah. I have my like, tech head. I love working with him. He comes up with like, a lot of new ideas. So we'll definitely
Yeah.
sit down so that we can clone Mandeep's voice out there. I think it's gonna be fun. So I want to ask you, like, AJ, what do you think in next 3 to 5 years, how AI is changing the home service industry? What it looks like?
I think today we are very like, I think it's not a question about will AI change the industry.
It's
like,
already-
it's pretty evident that it's going to change the industry. I think what I'm most excited about is like, how does AI help with three things? One is increasing the customer experience. Like at the end of the day, our goal is to make sure the homeowner has an amazing experience
Right.
working with the contractor. If you're able to do that, the homeowner is going to spend more with the contractor is going to spend more with Broccoli, and everyone wins. So that's
Right.
our goal. So we're thinking a lot about how do you make the customer experience just amazing, like,
Right.
and all of us are consumers, so
Right.
we can think about ourselves, like what would make you smile if your
Right.
plumber calls you and there's a jingle initially.
Right.
It's like, hey, like,
Yeah.
you're just thinking out of the box. So that's the number one thing. I think AI is helping us think about this across your customer journey.
Right.
Like waiting on an estimate, like why not send that instantaneously?
Right.
Waiting on calling the company to ask where is the technician? Why can't we be proactive with that?
Right.
Telling them that hey, the technician is on his way, you're 2 houses away. So it's just a great customer experience.
Right.
The second is how can AI help contractors make more money? Like we
Right.
want the AI to help you not miss on, like as you started the conversation with, like not keep money on the table. Like you don't want
Right.
to lose money on the table.
Right.
So that's the second thing. And the third thing is how does Broccoli help contractors hire the best talent?
Right.
It's hard to hire the best VP of marketing in your region.
Right.
I think AI is going to democratize access to knowledge. It's going to give you the best practices out of a box. So I
Yeah.
think we can, for the first time, give every contractor the best VP of marketing, the best CFO, So
Yeah.
we're very excited about that.
CFO, CMO.
Everyone, yeah.
Yeah, we were. I was just talking to our head of growth and strategy, and he was saying that in future, you don't need CMO. It will be through AI that can actually look into your campaigns and overall marketing strategy. But it's good, and I want to ask you, how is 2026 for you? Are you planning to go out to other events, and what's the future looks like?
2025 was the year where we were figuring out how does this solve a contractor's problem. I think we've done a decent job at that. So 2026 is the year where we go and help more contractors succeed. So yes, we have planned 60 trade shows for this year.
60?
Yes.
60.
So yeah, you'll see us in
AJ, Marcel, and the entire team,
Yeah.
Broccoli team. You will see almost everywhere. And proud of you, and congratulations on your growth. Your team is expanding, and you're crushing it for the home service industry. What will be the best place, the contractors, those who are listening and watching, to actually schedule a Broccoli demo so that they can actually implement, and whatever money is left on the table, so that they can make more revenue?
We'll just take 1% of that money, but we'll help you keep all the other. So if you want to learn more about Broccoli, just simply go to our website, www.broccoli.com, and feel free to give the AI a test call through the website, or you can also schedule a call with one of our team members to learn more about the platform.
Awesome, love it. And definitely we'll stay in touch with other updates that you're going to work in Broccoli. And I think this is not something where you are just stopping. I think you keep adding new features, and that's how actually tech stack it should be. And we'll definitely see you on the next one, and you have a wonderful epic event here in Vegas.
Same here.
All
Thanks
right,
for having
AJ.
me.
Thank you so much.